Hey guys, Ryan Talks Football here, back again with another video on the channel, and today we're here to talk about the Premier League fixtures. Now the season is still 2 months away from starting. I think the first game is on the 11th of August, but as we know it's the 15th of June today, and fixtures for next season's league have come out this morning at 9 o'clock, when I'm filming this now at 10 o'clock. So yeah, we're going to react to the opening day fixtures, see who's got the toughest game on the opening day of the season, and yeah, we're just going to talk through and see for the big days of the season who's got who and who's got where. Once again, guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you comment, like and subscribe. Trying to get more uploads up. Obviously, I know I haven't done much recently, but I did put 2 videos up. I put one up with the Premier League predictions from last season. Don't worry, I'm not doing them just yet. And I put one about Wigan and what's happening there. So if you are new, please go and check them out when you finish watching this video. Let's get into the video. Let's talk about the fixtures. So if we look at the start of the season on the opening day, it actually starts on the 11th of August, which is the Friday night, as promote Burnley face the current champions in Manchester City. Now, that is a great game to start the season. We've got the winners of the Championship versus the winners of the Premier League. I think Burnley will be a good side next season in this division because obviously they came straight back after last season's season 4. They got relegated, came straight back last season, came straight back up. I think it'll be a tough test. I think they want to prove themselves. Now, obviously, they have played each other last season. I think Burnley lost 6-0 to Manchester City. Of course, we don't know what's happening yet with transfers and that, so there's still a long way to go, but I think that'll be a good game to open the season. Arsenal hoping against Nottingham Forest on the Saturday. Should be an easy, I would say an easy win, but obviously I know they lost to Forest, but Forest aren't great away from home as we saw last season. When you go to the City ground, however, it is a completely different picture. I do think Arsenal should open the season with 3 points. Other games, look at Bournemouth playing West Ham. Hard to predict that one. Luton's first game is at Brighton. I think that's a tough start for them. Brighton, no marks as we know, but they're obviously going to have one eye on the European football this season. So, again, could be a one where you don't really know what's going on. If we look at other games at the opening day of the season, Everton play Fulham. Again, it's hard to predict that one. Newly promoted Sheffield United open at home to Crystal Palace. They could get a win there, but Palace, again, no mugs. And a big game, obviously, to end on the Saturday, is Newcastle hosting Aston Villa. Now, Newcastle, obviously, in the Champions League, and Villa in the Conference League. That should be a good game to watch, I think, as well. We've gone to the Sunday, the opening day of the fixtures. Tottenham under Ange Postecoglou now travel to Brentford. A very tough game to start the season, I think. Brentford obviously are a very good side as well. And obviously Ange Postecoglou has got a lot of big rebuild there to try and get Tottenham back into European football. And I think then, obviously, you look at the biggest game of the weekend is obviously Chelsea under Pochettino now. They're hosting Liverpool. Chelsea need definitely to improve on last season. I think Liverpool, if they can, with the signing of McAllister already, if they can add a couple more, they should be back in that push for the title race again, alongside probably Manchester City and Arsenal. I think if they can get it right, them 3 will probably be the 3 pushing Nick. Well, Liverpool and Arsenal will probably be the 2 best sides to push Manchester City again next season. And the Monday night football ends with Manchester United opening against Wolves. You likely think, on paper, that is probably 3 points for Man United. Wolves, I think, will struggle next season. But opening day doesn't look that bad. Let's move on and have a look at obviously we'll look at the Boxing Day and the New Year fixtures here. And there's some tasty fixtures, I think. So we look at Boxing Day. Sorry, just looking down at my phone. Bournemouth host Fulham. Arsenal host West Ham. I think that actually was Boxing Day last year. Brentford host Wolves. Tottenham travel to Brighton. Burnley host Liverpool. Chelsea host Palace. Everton host Manchester City. Manchester United host Aston Villa. Newcastle host Nottingham Forest. And Sheffield United host Luton. So that's the Boxing Day fixtures. On to New Year. Aston Villa host Burnley. Palace host Brentford. Arsenal travel to Fulham, so that's a big London derby on New Year's Day. Liverpool host Newcastle, which will be a massive game. Chelsea travel to Luton, which I don't think will be easy. Obviously, anyone going to Luton next season probably will find it tough. Manchester City host Sheffield United. Nottingham Forest host Manchester United. Tottenham host Bournemouth. West Ham host Brighton. And Wolves host Everton. Now, I think if you look at the start, I think Newcastle have a very tough start. I've just seen, going through it as I was talking, their first 5 games are this: Aston Villa at home, Manchester City away, Liverpool at home, Brighton away, Brentford at home. these 5 games will decide whether they're still the side they were last season. Now with the Champions League football as well in the picture, they need the squad depth to try and sustain this push that they had last season. These 5 games, however, are very tough. I think they might struggle at the start of the season. However, I do like the fact they are close. I think they are close to signing Nicolas Pereira from Inter Milan. Yeah, that is a very decent signing, I think, if they can get that one over the line. So yeah, that is a tough start. And then we look at the final day of the season as well. So we look at the final day of the season. Arsenal host Everton, and Manchester City host West Ham, and Liverpool host Wolves. They might be the 3 games you're looking for at the end of the season. Just depends who's still in the title race, or if Man City run away with it again. I still personally think Arsenal and Liverpool will be the 2 sides that can push Man City again next season. Possibly United as well if they spend. Chelsea will probably be a bit better. But we look at it again. Newcastle travel to Brentford. Man United travel to Brighton. Burnley host Nottingham Forest. That could be a big 6-pointer relegation battle at the end of the season. Chelsea host Bournemouth. Palace host Villa. Liverpool host Wolves. Luton host Fulham. Man City host West Ham. And Sheffield United host Tottenham. So yeah, I think you'll find there'll be some upsets. I think it might be like the same as last season. There's a lot of upsets going on. But yeah, Premier League fixtures are out. Let me know down below who you think has got a tougher start to the season. Manchester City, I've seen their start. I think they're going to go 6 from 6 in the first 6. If they do, I think it's very hard to keep up with them. But they might do what they always do, start off slow and then just come at it after January like they did last year. Because everybody thought Arsenal were going to win it last year. They fell away. Man City do what they always did. And end up winning the treble, actually. I don't think no one thought that after they lost to Tottenham back in February. And were like 6-7 points behind Arsenal. But that's what happens. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Hope you guys watched the video. Like, enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. More videos coming soon. I think I'm going to start doing a transfer roundup every week of all major transfers that are going on. I'll be covering major transfers of the Premier League down to League 2, as I do. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Let me know again, who do you think got the hardest start? Once again, please subscribe if you're new. My name's Rowan. I'm here. I'll see you next time. Bye.